but he made the jump finally this year to pro. Here we go, Shanahan in that E36. You got BMW versus BMW. Look at the swing from Shanahan out of the gate. Brudski right there. And look at that, Shanahan uses all the course. Man, absolutely slingshots in outside zone 2, in outside zone 3. Shanahan on and blazing a trail right now. Brudski not backing down. Team never settle, living up to his motto. And there it is. Wow,
oh, man.
What a run. The crowd erupts here in Long Beach.
Like you said, the
Shanahan
other side, you know,
has
driving
promised.
where his, you know, on left-hand side or right-hand side.
Here we go, Brudski out front. Team never settle. And that coming into view. The naked eye of the judges, big angle from him. Shanahan is right there. Oh, wow, right into outside zone 2. Into outside zone 3. Here goes Brudski and Shanahan. I mean, this is absolutely carbon copies of each other's run. Oh, we got a banging. Woo! Banging wheels, banging doors.
Iconic brand.
What a run there. Here we go, Shanahan out front. Diego Higo in the chase position. The E36 of Shanahan right there. Just aggressive flick, man. Look at that, gets out there, taps the bumper, snappy transition, banging bumpers on the wall. Diego Higa, I mean, all eyes are on Shanahan. It's just his tenacity. Look at that, Diego drives it on the inside. He's applying pressure. Higa and Shanahan, wow.
Man.
Seems like the car's really working
That
well
was
for him.
sick. I mean,
So now he's got the clean, fresh air out front. Diego Higa from Brazil out front. And here comes Shanahan. Look at that initiation right there. Absolutely right on his door. Diego uses all the course, doesn't back it in, but look at Shanahan. He is absolutely right there with them, mimicking that angle to a T. Shanahan around that final clip, you saw that proximity.
Wow.
Just how quickly he's familiar, like he's one with the car, Shanahan is.
How
But,
competitive
hey,
the BMWs
Diego
are, you know, from modern ones to, you know, old school E36.
Here we go, Shanahan. Look, he is just loose as a goose right now. Gets into that first outside zone. Boom, right there. Digs deep. Puts that back bumper once again. Adam LZ, he's applying that pressure. Look at Adam LZ. He says, hey, welcome to Formula Drift. I'm here too, man. And Adam LZ backs off a little bit towards the end of that final run, but he was present the whole time.
I'm starting to see
Conor
that
really
already.
held that.
Yep, Manoa as well. Here we go, Adam LZ swings out from that start chicane. Drift HQ BMW in that first outside zone. Shanahan, he tucks in, you see him back off just a little bit, then go! Wow, look at him just get right back there. Losing some body parts here. Let's see how they handle this last inside clip. Adam LZ gets all the way to that touch and go, and Shanahan, woo!
Oh,
wow! Yes, sir.
Hopefully everybody is safe
Welcome,
and sound. Shout
Conor
out to
Shanahan.
Steph Papadakis and his family.
Here we go. Ryan Turk out front at Reynes Toyota. GR Corolla initiates. Conor Shanahan, the garagistic BMW. Transition down to that second outside zone. Ryan Turk possessed. Look at Shanahan. Ryan Turk taps the wall. Turk tapped the wall, or was that? Let's run that back.
Yeah.
But Shanahan was, he knows who he's going against. I mean, this is literally like
Now
a kid's
Shanahan
fantasy.
will
He's like,
lead.
I want to
Wait till they
extinguish, don't hit a cone.
Hey.
It looks like we got a clean start. Here we go, Shanahan out front, garagistic, BMW, got the Red Bull on the side, the Rain-X Toyota GR Corolla, Ryan Turk. Shanahan goes hard into the paint, in that first wall, into the second outside zone. Ryan Turk has the latest selection. Look at that back bumper, thrashing and bashing into the third outside zone. Now into that final inside clip, Ryan Turk goes, he needs to apply the pressure, brings it on home, almost has contact, makes some noise for Ryan Turk. And Conor Shanahan, if Conor Shanahan can do it, here we go. Ryan Turk, Rain-X Toyota, GR Corolla on Ditto Tires. Shanahan, Red Bull, garagistic BMW. Ryan Turk initiates into that first outside zone. Let's see if he can get out there. And yes, he does. He gets definitely close. Doesn't tap his bumper, but that's okay. We're not looking for it to essentially tap. Out to outside zone 3. That's where we saw the incident earlier. Looks like we got definitely a sterile and clean run right now. Oh, textbook. Shanahan did tap that inside clip, but a good run from both the drivers. And the Rain-X wiper blades. This could shake things up quite a bit. This is the first time we're seeing moisture on track. This could really change the game right now, but you need to stay composed. And Irish drivers know how to drive in the wet. Bro, he goes deep into the wall. The hatch opens on Ryan Turk. Shanahan goes hard into it. This is what I was talking about. You know, they went from dry, absolutely dry, bone dry, to just a little bit of moisture. Ryan Turk's front left corner is absolutely dipped down. The trunk opens.
Here we go.
Look at that, that
Hobson,
front left
Shanahan. You got a little Bama versus Ireland. Let's go. Oh, Ben Hobson, a little Bailey, that was a little wonky, but Shanahan has no problem adapting to this. Ben Hobson high on the bank. Shanahan tucks in with that Red Bull BMW E36. Again, coming from Ireland, now coming in through the smoke. Ben Hobson finds a sweet spot there. You can see him locking up that front left. Oh, he gets into the bank quite a bit. All right, so I want to run it back.
Yeah.
That seemed a little
as I initially anticipated, and maybe, like I said, Shanahan kind of exaggerated that with his failure to kind of initiate. So
here we go, Shanahan up front, Ben Hobson initiation. Wow, pulling that front right off the ground is Shanahan, the Irish driver. Hobson, he knows what's at stake here. He loves to see victory. He'd love to do great here at round 3, and Hobson spins. Hobson way off course. That is not how to get it done. And Shanahan will continue on, and he's going to get the victory. A big mistake for Ben Hobson.
Man.
And just Hobson has gotten such difficult draws. Here we
perfect.
go. Conor Shanahan out front. Diego Higa in the chase position. Shanahan, that BMW, watch this. Diego Higa, we talked about how possessed he is. That Brazilian beast. Wow, look at him just shimming his way around there, but great proximity. Conor Shanahan, you can just see how settled he is. And that car, look at, I mean, the posture of that car. You got to think, this is Rome's old car. We know it's proven, but Diego Higa, right there, right next to him. Brazil versus Ireland. It's an international affair. We're not too far from Epcot Center. We got all the countries here.
against Shanahan.
Let's see what we got. Higa across the nose of the BMW. Higa initiates, not as high, but Shanahan right there. He says, all right, I'll go down there, no big deal. Diego does work it up eventually up top. Now go past that inside clip. Shanahan comes at an angle though. Does have good proximity. Tucked into the pocket. Diego Higa, Shanahan knocking on his door. All right, well, the Garagistic Red Bull BMW.
36.
Shanahan.
Right, he's calling him right now. It's got the antenna.
Here we go, Shanahan moving on.
Look at that.
Woo. Got those high tours on it. Yo, Justin Smash with the shot. Smashing into Shanahan. Oh, smash a hand.
Smash a hand.
Go smash your hand.
Oh, this is how nicknames are born. Man.
Conor Shanahan.
But look at that. Talk about consistency in the front wheel, too. Like,
Smoke-filled donut. Go throw on some new Vitours and get back here because we need you coming back. Welcome back, Shanahan and Adam LZ. This might be his last round of FD in Pro this year. Shanahan initiates. Ooh, he has to back off it a little bit. Comes Adam Angle, but Adam LZ, he's got something to prove. He'd love to take down Shanahan. You know, these guys have seen Drift Masters. They're going to be at Drift Masters later on this year, so it's great to see them here at Formula Drift. Adam LZ right there on the door. Woo-wee! What's blue and BMW and Smokey all over right now? It's here at OSW. Shanahan and LZ.
He's going to initiate super aggressive and be high on the wall and just not even waver. That's what I'm expecting here.
Shanahan tip to tail. Oh! Adam LZ does come out a little bit, but then Adam now brings it up. And Shanahan, there's that proximity. There's Shanahan, so he's not letting him get away at all.
oh,
And
look
with
at
that proximity, he's not in the smoke. You can see it. Oh, look at this. And here goes Adam LZ in that last outside sweeper, tucking in. And look at Shanahan now. He brings it back.
Oh, man.
Yo!
Let's go.
What a way to start round 3 of the Formula Drift Pro Championship.
Reach out to
And this
RCP. It all
just
worked
seemed-
out, and obviously it is working out. But will Rad Dan upset him in the molded way?
Here comes Brad Dan Burkett, initiates, gets high on the bank. Shanahan, look at that. Looks like he's pretty comfortable with the left-hand drive. He's right there banging on the door of that Toyota Supra. Rad Industries GT radial vehicle coming down now into the power alley. Past that second inside clip. Rad Dan, big angle. Shanahan lacking the angle, needs to get that composure. He saw that of him and Adam LZ, and now he wrangles it in. He says, cool graphics, whatever, bro. Hold my Vitour tire on your
weather,
door.
the conditions, the
And he
heat,
grinds
the
it
humidity, all that. Just, again, the state of mind, the car build, everybody's at 11.
Shanahan out front, that Red Bull Garagistic BMW E36 initiates. Dan Burkett right there in that Mark IV Supra. And look at this, getting modern as hell. I wonder if we still got that in that back way, and I don't think, oh, and Dan Burkett goes on the inside. That's not where you want to go. Looks like he might be handing Shanahan the win, getting lost in the smoke. Dan Burkett, you win before you show up, but the comeback kid.
Fixed it, cars running well.
First time going against Conor Shanahan. Looking forward to it against him. Studying his clips, so he's done his research. But Shanahan can definitely surprise you. Here we go, that Ron Cam's Corvette. Woo! Shanahan initiates into the side of Taylor Hall. Shanahan risking it in that BMW. Now coming down off the bank through the power rally into that second inside clip. We're talking about this execution. I think that's going to be a real point of focus for us, the judges, and the fans. Taylor Hall pulls on through, full pull Hall. Shanahan was kind of pushing Hall around this track. Again, not having gone against each other, you know, how much has Hall researched Shanahan? And Hall has admittedly said, I watched the tapes.
I feel like, obviously, proof positive that he is getting used to it. Here we go. Shanahan out front. Taylor Hall in the chase position. Conor initiates into the bank, high on the bank. Taylor Hall massages his way up there. Now he works the side of Shanahan. Now coming down the bank into the power rally. Taylor Hall looks like he finds a sweet spot as well. He drops into formation, tucks in to the pocket. Taylor Hall, look at that proximity, the mimicking of the angle. Taylor Hall, I think the car is running well. That comp cam, get your EpiPens, it's gonna get weird. All right. The Kenda Tires BMW against Conor Shanahan, Red Bull Garage Istic, BMW, woo, right there. Man, oh, Shanahan, look at him diving in, Novak, he's acting, he's like, nobody's there, giving him the side eye. And look at Shanahan in the pocket that's not affected by the smoke. He's diving in, he's rubbing his door, pushing him around. Shanahan and Novak banging doors. Woo! Out front, Novak in the chase position. And there we go, that chase car can leave the line. Novak knows what he needs to do, and Shanahan, he's going to act like Novak's not even there. Little separation, but I say that by comparison to our previous battle, and Novak shows up. Now coming into that smoke valley, through the killer crossover, into that second inside clip, and now coming through into that final outside zone. Shanahan want to make a look and take a look at the line Shanahan led. All right, here we go. And Shanahan, obviously FD rookie, but no rookie of drifting. Here we go. Sorensen across the nose of Shanahan. He drops into formation. Look at that, the E36 chasing him down. The Red Bull Garage Istic BMW prepped by Roman, his team. Transition now into that second inside clip, wrapping it around the magician Shanahan. Woo! Right there on the door. Sorensen pushing him around. Drive. He's used to right-hand drive, but it seems to be working out there, Conor. So here we go. The E36 of the Irish driver, Shanahan. Sorensen chasing him down. Shanahan on the bank. All of Ireland is watching. Oh, and Sorensen giving it back. He's right there. He can smell his tires. Right there. Transition now in the killer crossover. Shanahan around that second inside clip. Sorensen backing down. But Shanahan almost finds the crease. Sorensen bathing in the smoke. Round of applause for two. He's like, by the way, Shanahan's in. It was a last minute strike of midnight, I'm coming. And everybody was stoked to hear that he's coming over the pond. Here we go, Sorensen out front, Shanahan, and he applies the pressure once again. Sorensen high on the bank, Shanahan. He noses in that front left nostril of that BMW E36. Now transition in, boom, right there into formation, into the smoke pocket. Goes Shanahan, Sorensen, look at that minimal steering feed on the wheel, and wow. Shanahan, who he doesn't know what his track record looks like, and now here he is going against arguably one of the best in the world. Here we go, Sorensen initiates, he bangs the back end to back end. Do a little butt tap, car on car, beamer on beamer. Shanahan comes down into the power rally. You can see Son's that front bumper. Oh, Sorensen looked like a left or a right headlight bashing into that last outside sweeper and across the finish line. Let's set it, James Dean, Conor Shanahan. The finals are here in Orlando. Which Irish driver is gonna get the win? James Dean initiates, big into the bank, big angle from him, an all-out show. They want to put on a show for you across the globe, across the pond, and it's ready by James the Machine Dean. Shanahan backing off just a little bit. James Dean in the crease, right there in the middle tire, and Shanahan on the door. Set it! Shanahan out front, James Dean chasing him down. Irish eyes are smiling on which one of these drivers. Shanahan, big aggressive
him. So there he is. Who's going to answer? Who's going to hold the top spot on the box? James Dean applies the pressure, has to back down. Into the crease goes Shanahan, but James Dean gives him a tap. Says, yes, sir. Welcome to FD. Are we going to get a winner? 1, 2, 3. Send it. James Machine Dean, the AutoZone Mustang RTR Spec 5 LT. Shanahan chasing him down. Going into the big bank. Shanahan locked and loaded, both these guys. James Dean using all of that bank. Now into the smoke valley. A big gap. It looks like we got a tire. No, it looks like it's the base of a cliff as we are going down. James the Machine Dean into the crease. Shanahan coming across, and there we go. What looked like a tire, it was the clipping point base rolling across. Shanahan and Dean through that start chicane. No cones were hit. The time best lights are on, so are the acceleration lights. Going into the bank. Shanahan goes high. James Dean not as high as Shanahan was. Oh, and there he goes. We got contact. Here we go. James Dean. James Dean goes off. James Dean spins. Dean goes off. Shanahan continues on. Conor Shanahan is gonna be your winner here in Orlando. Shanahan continues on, and donuts and celebration. Shanahan, the FD rookie, not a rookie to drifting, comes out on top. Let's take a look at it again. Unofficially, it looked like contact happened. He goes off, but want to make sure.
Of the year. I talked to him right after the driver's meeting. He says, I want rookie of the year, and better that, why not get rookie of the year? And in his rearview mirror, again, a champion in Drift Masters and a champion in Ireland. I mean, he is absolutely a weapon. Let's see how he transitions here into that second outside zone, so Snooki doesn't get as deep, but Shanahan, look at that, just maybe right.
You're in the angle. The transitions are really where Conor Shanahan shines. And what that comes down to is, if you watch European drifting, there are tracks where there's 7, 8, 9, 10 transitions. Yeah. So he is absolutely.
Conor Shanahan, our most recent winner, going against three-time champion Frederick, the Norwegian Hammer Osbo. On 1,000 horsepower. Again, that BMW E36 initiating into that first outside zone, dragging the bumper on initiation. Both are filling the outside zone. Look at that. Frederick Osbo really applying the pressure. He knows who he's going against, and he'd love to take him down. And Conor Shanahan said, I'm gonna win. That's what he said at halftime when I spoke to him, and he is feeling really confident. Again, coming off his most recent victory at our previous round of Orlando. But Osbo says, look, put some respect on it. A three-time champ, gained some applause from the judges and us here in Conor Shanahan booth. And he's like, 3 transitions? Hold my beer, yeah. Right? Because again, Shanahan, you know, over the sea they have 7 or 8 transitions, but so I mean, I'll tell you, Frederick Osbo is a weapon. Here we go, that Rockstar Energy Toyota GR Supra on the Nittos, and Shanahan drops into formation. We're on that second outside zone. There goes Frederick Osbo. Shanahan digging that tire into the door, but that's what I like about Shanahan. Did he dig it in? Because he just goes right there in the pocket. Holy cow! I mean, let's go. Let's leave.
Oh man,
let's leave.
BMW. Is this the final?
Osbo, the Rockstar Energy Drink Toyota GR Supra, coming out of the gate, swinging. There goes Shanahan once again, right there into that outside zone. Osbo, see that transition there. He finds the pocket, a little shallow, but then you can see him now navigating, massaging the car to the side of that BMW now, past that inside clip. Osbo backing off just so swiftly. Ooh, and it backs off way too much, shuts it down. Freddie, the 3-time champion, shuts it down on that last outside zone. Got too aggressive.
Really just too much sauce here, man.
But he knows he has Shanahan. Like I said, the shadow. Really adopted. I was born in it, he says. So here we go. Frederick Osbo, the Rockstar Toyota GR Supra Nitto tires into that first outside zone. Shanahan, the transitions, man. It just happens, and he just goes right there to the side. And look, he's gonna grind that door like a die grinder. Now transition once again. Again, not as close, but look at this. Oh my! Oh! What? Oh. It's identical. Compare the leads.
Alrighty then.
Rome RCP, he's got to be cheering on, since he got knocked out, he's going to be cheering on Conor Shanahan, and they got to get that car up to snuff. Here we go, Conor Shanahan. This is our second one more time battle, the third battle between Shanahan, two champions going against each other. Again, from across the pond, you got Norway against Ireland. Look at that, Freddie not leaving anything to chance, not leaving the judges' hands, as Conor Shanahan, Garagistic BMW, that last and final. This is where they had the issues before, not right now. Freddie says, nope, not today, not again. Yeah, I mean, this is where you don't leave the judges' hands. Frederick Oswald currently sits 4th in points. Conor Shanahan sits 11th. He did miss a round. He missed Atlanta. Here we go. In that first outside zone goes Frederick Oswald. Shanahan, watch the transition. Boom, right there, right to the side. Bonkers. Absolutely insane. He was almost touched tip to tail and didn't rip off a bumper. And there we go, transitioning once again. Oh boy, Shanahan, gonna need to see that overhead. He does have that proximity, but did he mimic
#1 in my books is the most gnarly gangster battle I've ever seen. So look out, here we go. Shanahan Castro, Ireland versus Dominican Republic. All right, the Red Bull BMW goes in. You see that trunk flap up. Oh, that back right corner, he very well might have a DB'd. Let's take a look at it and make sure. But, oh boy, the tire is off. That's gonna definitely hurt Shanahan here as he transitions in, and with that we'll see again the contact there, or was it too low of pressure, and that is obviously very much debeated, and he did go into that wall there, so the contact could have caused it, which he would have to call a we'll get into that a little bit. Let's break it down.
We'll get into the rules here in a second about what Conor Shanahan
and John Castro, Dominican's finest out front. Let's see what we got here. From this LTH Toyota GR86, Castro puts it right in that first outside zone, transitioning now into second outside zone. Shanahan attacks very aggressively outside zone 2. He knows he needs to potentially maybe force a mistake here by Castro, but Castro rock solid. And again, that Toyota GR86 kicked the tires. Shanahan lets his presence be felt. Like I said, the shadow always can never. Conor Shanahan in that Red Bull Garagistic BMW E36. Here we go, Castro in that LTH Toyota GR86. Shanahan, he's going to steer clear of that wall, but he does play with it again, man. Come on, fool me once, you can't fool me twice. Here we go in that second outside zone. Now going a smooth line there in outside zone 3. Castro back a little bit, now transitioning through into outside zone 4. Shanahan absorbs with that back right tail light, takes a lick and keeps on ticking. So as they keep on keeping on, so really massaging the car into those outer zones, because when you pull the handbrake, that causes the car to just slide in that back end to draw back. Here we go, Castro now in that lead position. Shanahan, we talked about, and we're doting on him, how well he does chase. But I'd like to see him not giving so much of the buzzsaw, but just lurk in the shadows, and that's what he's doing. I like that. That shows better car control as opposed to way shallow for Shanahan. As Castro continues on, that could be the nail in the Irish coffin here for Conor Shanahan. But this is his first year here in this championship, so it's great to see him here join what I think is obviously the best drifting championship in the world. Ken Gucci, that Freddie GR86 out front. Conor Shanahan from Ireland, that Red Bull BMW. You can see that transition right there. He just times it so impeccably into that third outside zone. He noses in. Very reminiscent of what we saw from the other Irish driver of James Dean. Now coming in onto that last outside zone. Bang. Oof, like I said, door-to-door salesman is Conor Shanahan, the shadow Toyota racing team of Kenshiro Gucci, that Toyota GR86. Here we go, Conor Shanahan initiates, big angle from him. Ken Gucci a little late to launch there, going to that first outside zone, but look at the draw. Oh, and just as I say that, he dives in shallow, fails to get into outside zone 2, into outside zone 3. Conor Shanahan digs a little deeper there, and Gucci needs to join him in that last outside zone, and just unfortunately, that's not going to be enough. He had the swing, but he didn't have that thing to put back end of that 86 into those outside zones, man.
Yeah, it's tough. It's timing the transition, and now that it has gotten darker, as James alluded to.
Champion here in the States, and champion across the pond. Here we go. James the Machine Dean. All right, here we go in that AutoZone Mustang RTR Spec 5 FD. This should be one heck of a battle now. Coming in that second outside zone. These guys put on one heck of a show earlier this season as James Dean now transitions into that third outside zone. And now in that final outside zone, look at that, just across the nose. Oh man, too close for missiles, switching to guns. Woo-wee, Rick.
Oh man, geez, Rick. Look at me. I'm a drift car. Finally getting that car to the point where he needs it / wants it, and it's feeling comfortable. I mean, he burnt the car down, or the car got on fire at Long Beach, and he wins the event. I mean, come on. So Conor Shanahan now out front in that BMW. Look at this all-Irish battle. James Dean, he's knocking on his door. Hey, you want what I'm selling? I'm cooking it up right now. I got some Ditto tires out back. Got transitioning to the last outside zone. What's going to happen? Oh boy, here we go. James Dean, Shanahan. There we are. Again, just this is definitely going to warrant a side-by-side.
Yeah, we're already calling for
BC
it.
Race. Oh, dude, how many pen throws are we going to go?
I've 5 now.
Ben exploded. Chopping it up. Here we go. Back to the one more time. Run 1. James Dean out front. Conor Shanahan. This, we're really going to see a glaring mistake from one of these drivers. Don't leave in the judges' hands. Do something sensational. The X Factor, what you got? Bang, right there. The buzzsaw. The buzzsaw on the door. James Dean spins. Might have been, I think, the tire to tire. That's what I was talking about, you know, earlier with Odie and Osbo. They were kind of nuzzled in there. Like I said, Spruill needs to put down a banger run out front. And James Dean, if he keeps his composure, doesn't do anything extraneous or makes a mistake, the win could be his, but Shanahan is really going to try to force a mistake from so it's a hard ass. Here we go in that second outside zone. That's really happy contact, but Shanahan keeps it sideways, digs into that third outside zone. Here comes the final outside zone, zone 4, and whoa, there he goes. And that's really going to seal in that Irish flavor, and there you go. But Conor Shanahan looks like he's going to be knocked out. And here we go. James Dean against 74. Jonathan Castro gets the win, advancing on unanimously. The judges analyzing that. So Mike Power, what a bummer. The Type SS15. We're going to be partying down the pits later. This is he has to bow out. Conor Shanahan, again, another Irish fast pass here. That Red Bull BMW. Most recent winner at the King of Riga at Drift Masters. Congratulations to him. A champion in other series, but a rookie here in Formula Drift. Just an absolute weapon. Has never drifted banks before. You got a smile on your face. What's going on, Jacob?
As long as his car is working, it's so
tough to beat.
It's so tough to beat, and his transitions from inside clip to outside zone.
Don't know why his car wasn't at the driver intro, but it was not there. So TBD. We'll see if that car is running 100% for him. What's going on here? Castro, was that a clean start? Do we have a clean start? Looks, hopefully, as Shanahan continues on. Castro, he balked out of the gate. Oh, Shanahan looked like he dropped a tire there, but that'll be a deduction. 3 tires off. That is incomplete, but not the case so far. Shanahan looking squirrely.
Yeah.
Not exactly as precise as we've seen. You know, he really touts himself, and we all know that he has some of the best. Yeah, he really has to rise to the occasion. He's, again, now going to try to force an error on Shanahan. And Shanahan wasn't as rock solid as we've seen him previously this year. Again, getting the win earlier in Orlando. Now, look at Shanahan makes a mistake. Big straightening, big correction. There he goes. He's straight through. So this it's going to come down to the leads. Both chase runs obviously had some mistakes. Castro off the line. He late start, but holy, what is happening? Had a tumultuous year over there. I knew everybody's partying, right? You know, including James Dean, but also, you know, he came over and won that event. You know, so the flat tracks is where he definitely has the power. Talk about power. Goes in that first outside zone. Now transitioning through that second outside zone. Here goes Shanahan. You can see good angle there, placing that car absolutely perfectly. That E36, that again Red Bull vehicle. Now that last outside zone. Tell you what, Shanahan. Rome Charpentier, he knows how that car is going to react. I mean, but 3, he really drove it home. So here we go, Rome Charpentier now out front with the fresh air. Shanahan tracking him down again, clearly sitting 10th and 14th. Talking about Shanahan out in the 10th spot, and Shanahan looks like both of them knocking out that cone. We'll have to take a look at the overhead camera here in the second outside zone. And there we go, Shanahan diving in. Rome Charpentier, he talked about maybe having a little bit more tire than Shanahan. There goes Shanahan. Looked like a little correction, maybe hesitation on that transition to outside zone 3 and diving in. Look at that into formation. Goes Rome.
and Shanahan. So let's take a look. I really want to look at that outside zone 2 to 3, that transition.
Continue on and do better than James Dean. Here we go. Odie Bakshis, the field suspension S15, going against Conor Shanahan in that Red Bull BMW. Odie Bakshis comes in that first outside zone. He is right there on that razor's edge. Conor Shanahan, the Shadow, living up to his new nickname as he is a Formula Drift rookie, but a rookie by no means. He's a champion across the pond, and Shanahan grinds into the door, transitions into that last outside zone. Here comes Shanahan. He's applying the pressure. Odie Bakshis absolutely on the edge of the track. This guy's cool. I mean, James Dean is no coincidence. He's named after the actor and the racer, right? Here we go, Conor Shanahan, as James is a Shanahan fan right now, and he's good friends with him. He's seen him grow up. And Odie Bakshis applies the pressure. He changes back and goes that second outside zone. Shanahan dials in. Odie Bakshis, the field suspension. And there he is. He's grinding the door. Let's see the transition. How's he going to do? Shanahan goes in. Odie Bakshis right there. Odie Bakshis comes out of it a little bit. Odie drove absolutely master class. He put on a clinic, but Conor Shanahan, the Shadow, was right there. Here we go, Odie Bakshis, a must-win for him or James Dean is your 2024 Formula Drift champion. All right, Odie Bakshis back at it like a track addict into that second outside zone. Conor Shanahan right there, takes a little bit of angle out of it. Odie Bakshis, the pride of Lithuania, now in Southern California, field suspension boss. He's right there once again like a broken record, just a surgeon. He is not a doctor, but his scalpel are his tires. Unbelievable. A very talented Conor Shanahan. He got a win earlier this year at round 3. Can Conor Shanahan take down Odie Bakshis and solidify it? James Dean as their 24 Formula Drift champion. Conor Shanahan goes into the outside zone. There he is once again, Odie Bakshis in the pocket. Shanahan goes that second outside zone. Odie Bakshis once again right there. Look at that left foot brake. Odie risking it for the biscuit. Banging doors. Oh, doctor. Going in that last outside zone. Here goes Odie Bakshis. Comes in on the inside. Shanahan right there on the outside. Banging doors once again. Holy cow. Are you kidding me?
And yeah, Alec Robbins, I mean, had a massive head gasket failure, able to get some welding done in a machine shop to put everything back together. So.
We'll see if it holds. Here we go. All right, Conor Shanahan out front. Alec Robbins at chase position. Shanahan looking. Ooh, Alec Robbins, he's right there. Shanahan steady in this car that he just jumped behind the wheel for the first time yesterday. Now transitioning in that second outside zone. He drops that rear end in. Alec Robbins not as deep as Shanahan, the Irish driver. Again, a newcomer to the Formula Drift Championship, a rookie technically, but by no means is a rookie in the drifting world. What outfit are you gonna wear? Here we go. Really, let's alternate the order here. Alec Robbins, again, not 100%. You said maybe holding together with zip tie, bubble gum, and hopes and prayers. Here we go. But right now he's looking pretty solid. Alec Robbins on the bank. You can hear that thing wound up. He threw a brick on that gas pedal, man. Here we go to that second outside zone. Tighter, rider, and again taking that shallower line. He's pulling away from Shanahan.
Something does not sound right.
Right? That's what I'm saying. It's just like
something.
I feel like he's in fourth gear. He's like in third gear.
I don't know.
So Federico Sharif, no, is not going to make it. Sharifo is out, unfortunately. So that means Conor Shanahan, the Irish driver, will advance on without having to do battle. So Shanahan versus Adam LZ.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a really good one. And I'm sure Conor's taken this opportunity to practice on a car. He started driving for a very short period of time yesterday. So yeah, just a reminder, as much as this does look like his normal car, it is not. It is the car of Sam and yeah, driving a BMW engine in it, and not an LS. I mean, not that he's not used to a BMW engine, but not what he's used to here.
All right, so there is Shanahan advancing on. The great get the win last year behind the Ford Mustang. And now here he is campaigning his own vehicle. Shanahan tip to tail. Good angle from Adam LZ. Shanahan, he's chasing him down. LZ throws a little more angle at it, up on the bank. Past that inside clip. Nice little transition there from Adam LZ. Good angle. Shanahan back there a little bit. Needs to get that proximity. Adam tight to the inside clip, and now that final outside zone. Well done. I mean, Adam, Final Four attendee. Shanahan, Red Bull Garagistic BMW. Shanahan. LZ giving him some distance, but right like that. Gets up to the side of him, no problem. Little tap on the brakes. This guy's getting a little slam dance, little mosh pit transition. Not working out for LZ, had to back off, and that might end up biting him. Shanahan dragging bumper. Shredding, oh my gosh, there's parts being actually thrown into Adam LZ's face. Want to see the different angle there from LZ.
I just ignored the state leagues. By the way.
Frederick Osbo, Conor Shanahan. Frederick Osbo initiates. Shanahan, the shadow. There he is. There you are, Peter. As Frederick Osbo in the outside zone. Let's see the transition. There we go into the second outside zone. Shanahan, oh, little bumper tap, throws him at a shave. Freddie keeps on, keeping on. Dropping the hammer, dropping the screwdriver, dropping the nails. Frederick Osbo, solid lead run. Shanahan was close, but he hit that ball. All right, here we go. Conor Shanahan out front. He's the shadow up front.
That doesn't work, actually, like Peter Pan. Again, there you are, Peter.
Here we go. Conor Shanahan, that Red Bull Garagistic BMW. Frederick Osbo is, again, chasing him down. Great job by Shanahan. Now coming around that inside clip. Let's see the transition. This is where Shanahan had that mistake. Freddie! Oh, and Shanahan gets a little out of shape once again. He's like a masseuse. And now coming back into that last outside zone. Shanahan pulling away a little bit.